Zapsos meets up with the group before they even reach Azer. They find him crouched with Desmoldia and Arachnos beside him in the thick jungle undergrowth just outside the village. The yard, unnatural pale of the skin reflecting in the sun, does not look any less unsettling here than it did in the void where Tarquin, Ku, Kel, Ela, and Thraxar had so recently left them. The situation here is precarious, Zaxos explains as the mages join him in his hiding spot, spying out at the village. The Nameless isn't simply as straightforward as we've come to expect. What are you talking about? Kel asks. She peers out toward the village and catches sight of a glint of gold. A gigantic mask in the shape of a human face floats perfectly still in the middle of the air. A dozen golden chains extend from the bottom of it, and at the bottom of those chains are cats, are human bodies, dangling like puppets. Kel covers her mouth in mute horror at the sight. It's controlling the villagers, Zaxos explains. We'll have to fight them in order to take down the creature itself. Are they still alive? Ilya asks, her pain apparent in her voice. I don't know. Zaxos' eyes are hard, but focused. Those are tethered pairs, Kel says, covering Ilya's hand where it rests on the ground next to her own. They're still fighting together. Are you going to be able to do what's necessary? Zaxos asks, and Kel only hesitates for a moment before nodding her assent. Yes, we can't abandon everyone for the sake of a few. Open envelope 14. Add all of the mages there to your Aza barracks. Boom. So we get Arachnos, the spider. Weaver's Web. Activate during your main phase. Return up to 3 cards that cost 4 less from your discard power to your hand, or any player gains 3 life. Hey, life gain. That's cool. Nothing overall special about it, though. Zaxos. Expand potential. Activate during your main phase. Look at it and gain the top card of the Reckoning deck and place it on top of your deck. Or return one Reckoning card from your discard power to your hand. So shuffle the Reckoning cards together to form the Reckoning deck. Cards of this deck can only be gained from this ability. And Desmordia does not have a 2 or 4. Does not have 1 or 4 breach and does not start with any open breaches. Activate during your main phase. You have up to 2 spells from discard power to your hand, or you may prep 2 additional spells to each of your opened breaches this turn. So if you open a breach and use Void Tier, you can start prepping 3 spells. Starts with 4 crystals and a Void Spark. Starting deck is 4 crystals and a Void Spark. Cool. Yeah, Simon, do you mind? Thank you. Open deck XA. Boom. Add them to your Aza barracks. Disregard the noise. It's all fine. I'm opening up cards. So these are Gossamer Web, Invigorating Void Spark, and Devouring Void Spark. Additional spell. When this is prepped, an additional spell may be prepped to this breach. Cast, deal 1 damage, deal additional damage equal number of other spells prepped to this breach. Wow, this prepped an additional spell may be deal. Any ally draws a card for each other spell prepped to this breach. Gosh. Yeah, prep 1 breach, Devouring Void Spark, Invigorating Void Spark, another extra spell, and so you can just and then just get one of those enhancements that's like, whenever you cast a spell from this breach, do a thing. Heck, get that enhancement I was looking at. That's, you can prep 2 spells to this. Prep Void Spark, prep Void Spark, prep 2 others, alt, prep 3 more. Gosh. And then Essence Leech, which is well prepped when it... It's missing the thing. It doesn't say this is a spell. Like, this says spell. This doesn't say it's a spell. When an ally gains a charge the first time on their turn, gain 1 charge. So, prep it, gain a charge, gain a charge. Dead Reckoning, Echo. Use this card only when playing with this. This one doesn't say that. Weird. And then a whole bunch of Reckoning and some extra crystal cards, just in case you're playing this couple of very crystal-hungry characters. 5 sticker sheet for section 3 and add these enhancements to your Ace of Barracks. It's just relationship stickers. You may not spend your experience on enhancements. I have already done that. As you can tell. Open envelope 6. And deck PY. Follow the step instructions on the back of the Nemesis mat. Construct the Nemesis deck following the deck instruction rules on page 12. Be sure to use as many upgrade Nemesis cards as possible. Oh, whoa. Paradox of Myth, because we destroyed Paradox of Bone with the other team. Setup, shuffle over the villagers face down to form the villager deck. Place 2 villagers into play. Place the Myth Unleashed token on the Unleashed section of the Nemesis mat with the starting side face up. So Unleashed changes. On the turn, any player may spend 3 to remove a power token from a power in play. The last power token on a card cannot be removed this way. Okay. When a villager is discarded, place in the villager discard pile. Sure. Villager deck is empty. Shuffle the villager discard pile face down to form the villager deck. Okay. When a villager would be placed into play and there are no cards in the villager deck or discard pile, resolve the persistent effect of all villagers in play. Okay, so if we screw up and get all the villagers in play, or win and get all the villagers in play, increase difficulty, all the villagers come to play an additional life and shield. Oof. Does not resolve the persistent effects of villagers the turn they are placed into play. Paradox of Myth has no maximum life. So this is starting. Unleash. If Gravehold has 6 life or more, Paradox of Myth gains 2 life and Gravehold suffers 2. Otherwise, flip it and resolve its effect. So, keep doing that. And if Gravehold gets down below 6 life, flip, Unleash. If Gravehold has 12 life or less, Gravehold gains 3 life and draw a card from the village deck and place it into play. Otherwise, flip this token and resolve its effect. So, if Gravehold gets down below 6, it will flip and start giving Gravehold extra life. Oh, are you ready for this? I don't know if you heard it, but it hit my oven kind of a little bit. This is a big thing to place up on here. I guess it's supposed to be like right about here. So also remove that envelope. My water all fell down. It is fine. It's sealed. It's fine. Defend Acer from Paradox of Myth. So let's make a deck. Oh, wait, whoops. We're not silenced yet. You can't silence us. But we do have everything planned out just the way we want to do it. And then, yeah, let's fight against the Myth. Yeah, and that's right. Before we begin, don't forget, we will boost 2 cards in the supply. So let's boost these 2 specifically. Because I don't think you can boost 1 card twice, so let's boost 2 different cards once. Just because they might be the same type of card doesn't mean that they aren't 2 separate cards all in all. And yes, all of the Brimstone batteries are fully boosted. It's insane. That was not that difficult to do, honestly. So, oh, wait. Shoot, sorry. I think we start off with place 2 villagers into play. And there are only like 6 villagers too. Kira, persistent, add a fire token to your location on the map. If Teresa is in play, any player also loses a charge, and if you haven't read card E24, read it. Veracena, persistent, Gravehold suffers 1 damage. If Ramil is in play, this minion also gains 1 life. This can cause this minion to have more than its printed life. Okay, sure, fine. But, also, before we begin, real quick, it's only 4, only 5. Not so bad. And then we'll take the first turn, prep a spark, use these 4, including you may place the next relic you gain this turn into your hand, to grab a Brimstone battery and attach this to a breach. When a spell is cast on this breach, this card is fully boosted. Grateful gains 1 life. And then, boom, and boom. 5 new cards in hand. Pass on over to ourselves. So let's see, add a fire token. We can start getting rid of anything else who gains 1 life. Ramil is not in place. So let's attack Kaera and bring you down to 3. And when we cast, Greyfold is, full, so like whatever. But we focus that breach. Let's do this. Let's pay 3 for a Star Glass. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything's gonna be fine. Nemesis turn. Add a fire token and read a card. Tethered event. The 2 mages dangling like puppets from the golden chains join hands and the tattoos inscribed on their arms begin to glow. Set this card at next... Oh, that's if Teresa's in play. Never mind. If you... Let's... Okay. Nope, never mind. Let's... Okay. But also Grateful suffers the damage. If Ramil is in play, but Grateful goes down, whatever. But then, unleash twice, any player suffers the damage, or Grateful suffers 5 and adds 2 fire tokens. Unleash is Paradox, so Paradox will gain 4 life, and Grateful will suffer 4. And that's all of that. That's easy enough. And then go on to our turn again. Let's cast our 2 damage onto Kaera again. Don't forget to focus this breach, and don't forget to give Greyfold 1 of its missing lives back. 26. And then I can keep focusing to a breach, and I could do that. Focus 1 of your breaches or conjure. You may lose 1 charge to do both. But, I could also gain a spell that costs 4 less and also pay 3 for a thing. Okay. Do this to gain a... I focus or open a breach this turn to gain a spell that costs 4 or less, so I'll gain a Douse. Now spend these 2 crystals, place the next relic you gain this turn into your hand, getting a Martyr's Bone. Focus 1 of your breaches or conjure. You may lose 1 charge to do both. Unfortunately, I don't have the charge to do both with, so instead I'm just going to, let's say, conjure up a spell, because I did focus already. Put that on bottom, put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're not going to get to the 6 this cycle. It's a bit much to ask before we can even get Leviathan Shell. Nemesis turn. Add a fire token, and Greyfold suffers 1. And then we flip a card. I guess it's the myth-specific cards that place 2 villagers into play. Place 2 villagers into play. These villagers each suffer 3 damage. So this is down to 1, and this is down to 2. Ramil, if Verisa is in play, and if Ramil is in play, Greyfold suffers 1 damage. If the other's in play, this minion gains a life. So these 2 can keep gaining a bunch of life, but they're also only dealing, 2 total damage to Greyfold each villain turn. So that's not too much, but also I can just kill that off. And Teresa, if Teresa's in play, any player also loses a charge, and if you haven't read that card, read it. Any player loses a charge if Grease is in play at a fire token. So definitely want to get rid of 1 of those. Fortunately, we do take a turn, so you can definitely deal a spark and get rid of Kaera. And also give Greyfold 1 of its lives back. This is going to be a lot of jumping back and forth with Greyfold lives. Also, attack for 2 on Teresa, and this was our Star Glass. Also, this gets focused. And then we can prep and prep. and spend 3. Let's buy an extra star glass. Definitely want to bring a staff sooner or later, but for now, we can do okay with what we've got. Okay, we didn't get any charges. It'd be nice if we had a spell that just gave us a charge whenever we cast it, but I don't think we have one of those in access yet. We have a spell that gives us half a charge. 2, it's our turn. Okay, we can deal 2 damage. Let's kill off Emil. Just because, we can. And let's deal 1 damage to Myth. Bring it down to still above its maximum life total. Also, we open this breach because we cast a spell from there. Also, Gravehold gets a life back. Gosh, Gravehold would be in a very bad state if we didn't, have that to begin with. So I guess we could, if we wanted to, prep a douse here. Focus one of your breaches or conjuring. You lose 1 charge to do both. Do I want to start getting... I think I want to buy an extra star glass. Can't just put it in my hand. I did focus / open a breach this turn, so I can get a spell. Okay, fine. But I'll get Aether Ripples because this gives us more mana. Use that to get an Aether Ripple. Focus a breach or conjure. How much do I want? Fine. I'll get a charge, lose a charge, focus a breach, and also conjure that top card. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then flip Nemesis turn. Gravehold suffers 1 damage. Back down to 26. Flip a card. When a power token is removed from this turn, the Nemesis turn resolves the persistent effect of the oldest villager in play, which is Verisana. Immediately place a villager into play, power 2 unleash. Because the unleashes don't... The unleash doesn't do much. Myth gains 2, Gravehold suffers 2. But if Gravehold's life is super low, that just gets flipped and starts healing Gravehold. And what is the other side again? Oh yeah, the other side was Gravehold gains 3 and flip up a villager. Kit. Persistent. Any player suffers 1 damage. If Joy is in play, that player also discards a card. Oh, that's right. Wait a second. Shoot. I just realized. We're not at 10 out of 10. We're at 12 out of 10 because of the new enhancement stick I just got. We started at extra life. So that's the Nemesis turn. Easy peasy. Go to our turn. I say deal 5 damage to Kit. Get rid of that. Focus this breach. Gravehold goes up again. Back up to 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 more turns. Purpose Spark right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am definitely saying gain 3 charges. 1, 2. We have 2 more turns to get 3 more charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully we can do it. Is our turn again. Spark. Deal 1 to Myth. Gravehold heals 1. 26. All these little 1 points of damage might or might not add up to much, but they could still add up to something. But more importantly, focus a breach. Get the Aether Ripple. Prep that, prep that. Focus 5 your breaches or conjure. Lose a charge to both. Don't want to lose a charge. Let's just focus this breach. And we can't get any of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So close. We'll be so close to getting it. Alright. Gravehold suffers 1. It's not like it's the end of the world as we know it, or nothing. Chain Whip. When a villager's persistent effect is resolved, that minion gains 1 life. This might cause it to have more than its starting life. Immediately place a villager into play. Joy. Any player discards a card. If Kid is in play, they also take a damage. Ouch. Power 3 Unleash. Any player suffers 2 damage or discards 2 cards. Oh, also, resolves the persistence. So Grateful suffers an extra 24. So now, when the villagers do persistent effects, they'll start to gain life. Not so bad for this. Any player discards a card is a bit annoying. But that is the Nemesis turn, and now it's our turn. So we can deal 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We can bring Joy down to only 1. Now the real question is, do we care about it? Do we care enough to bring Joy? Any player discards a card in hand. That, I guess that's annoying, but I mean, you know what? Fine. Knock Joy down, put Gravehold back up to 25, give ourselves 1 money token, and focus this breach and open it. Actually, that would knock Joy all the way down, because 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, because us casting will open the breach, and then the spell is cast from the open breach. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's add for 5. Unfortunately, not quite enough, but when you place the next relic, you gain this turn into your hand. Unfortunately, it's relic, not gemstone, so we can't get something like that. We could get 2, and then also just buy another Aether Ripple. Well, use this for Aether Ripple, use 4 to go up to 5. Prep a Douse. All of that. Unfortunately, we couldn't get up to 6 on the second run. We got a little bit hooped with money-wise. Power 2, Unleash, whatever. Gravehold's going to suffer a little bit of damage. With us healing Gravehold constantly, I don't think they'll reach the second half of the Unleash that puts a villager in play. So, and there are only 9 specific myth cards that will put a villager in play. That could potentially put a villager in play. So 1, 2, and 3, that's all the level 1 ones. Once we get through the last 6, there won't be any more villagers unless, myth flips. Nemesis, so Gravehold suffers 1, Gravehold suffers another. This gains 1 life up to 6. And then Unleash. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gravehold will suffer 4. And then we can shuffle these 5 other villagers and put them all up. Wait, no, Unleash isn't put a villager up, right? No, it's not. It is Gravehold takes 2, and Paradox of Myth gains 2. And I already calculated that. Why do we have 2 fires already? Wait, why do we have 2 fires already? We have 1 fire. Do we even have a fire? I'm not sure if we even got a fire. There was the one that's supposed to add a fire, but I don't think it actually did it, right? Because we destroyed it? So I think we're supposed to have fire yet? I don't know. I'm very forgetful, of course. But what is supposed to happen is this is supposed to flip. Wait, Unleash. Yeah, no, don't put an extra villager in play. Unleash twice, Gravehold suffers 5. There are 4 less fire tokens, add 2 fire. Well, then. Unleash twice, which is Gravehold will suffer a total of 9 and go down to now 12. And then it goes to our turn. And, yeah, do we want to douse and start putting out fires? I say, deal 3 to Myth, don't put out a fire yet. Gravehold goes up to 13, Myth goes down to 51. I think it's supposed to be a bit higher, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right, since we cast a spell from that one, that goes up. Prep this. Yep. Conjure both of these and get our 6th charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 spells. Wow. Okay. Not a big deal. Nemesis turn. Gravefold suffers a damage. This gains 1 life, up to 7 now. And then this goes down by 1. Easy peasy. Gravefold just suffers 1 little damage. Back to 12. And then unleash twice. The player with the lowest life suffers 3 damage. That player becomes exhausted. They are severed. Okay, so unleash twice, which is Gravefold takes 4, down to 8, and Myth gains 4 up to 55, and then I'll take 3 down to 9. My turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do. Sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where I was getting the other 2 from. Oh no, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because those were backside of things. Let's hit it all right on Myth. Bring it down to 49. Also, Gravefold gains 1 up to 9. And then this got focused because we cast from there. Since we focused, let's grab ourselves an extra spell and just prep to all open breaches. Let's grab ourselves an extra douse. That goes away, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I go to deal, I can feel the sticker as I'm dealing the card. Oh, cool. We get a couple extra turns. So 1, 2, which opens this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gravefold gains 1 up to 10. Deal 8 to Myth down to 41. And now all of our breaches are open, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's prep a douse. Actually, kind of still want douse on this one, don't we? And we get 2 temporary monies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's get the staff and let's put it right in our hand. Actually, let's only pay 6. To get the staff, put it in our hand, play it, destroy this crystal. Because that only destroys cards in hands anyway. And then we still have a spell for next turn to give Gravefold some life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like this. Flip it, our turn again. Deal 3, because I still want to heal Gravefold somewhat. So Gravefold goes up to 11, Myth goes down to 38. Focus one of your breaches or conjure. I'm going to, I guess, conjure twice and spend 3 for, I guess, nothing? Okay, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Make a Spellslinger deck, but have no actual spells in it. Just have a whole bunch of conjure stuff, and just keep conjuring spells off the top. Sure, they only deal base 2 damage, but then you can have like a full deck of like Star Glasses or something. Yeah, just get a hand of Star Glasses, just conjure 4 times. That can actually be pretty cool, especially with that one mage where like all of the slots can be used like multiple extra times, as whatever that was. Yeah, just definitely want to attack both of those breaches. Use our ability. Look at the top 4 cards, because there are 4 open breaches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's get rid of this Nemesis card and take the next 3 turns. 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Myth goes down to 33. Gravehold goes up to 12 life now. And right, that's pretty useless because I'm not focusing any breaches, but foam. That does nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take the next extra turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Deal 8 damage. Gravehold goes up to 13. Gosh. 25. There's nothing that I saw that was like if Gravehold had like 2 or less fires for the last one, right? Didn't we do that for the last one? Okay. I can definitely hold up a Douse. It's the next relic you gain this turn into your hand. Could silence the minion, don't particularly care to. I think I'm just going to start working on the extra damage as opposed to healing Gravehold. It's at 12 right now. 12 is kind of iffy, but it's at 12 right now. That'll just make it deal 2 eventually. No, I think Gravehold healing is the more important. Again, I could get an extra Brimstone Battery though and put it under the 3 breach. But then I'll have 2 turns to gain 3 per turn. Let's silence up to 2 minions. I guess I'll silence the Valencia now. Just to deal with that for a moment and get the 2 charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our turn again. Let's deal 3 damage to Myth down to 22. Heal Gravehold up to 14. And you know what? Destroy that. Douse a fire. Okay. I say we can conjure up something and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up by 2. And then also conjure up a spell. Deal another 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to our turn again. Hit the Nemesis in the face for 2. And heal Gravehold up to 15. It's the same thing over and over again, isn't it? Myth down to only 20. And then we can prep 4 spells. And that does nothing again. So unfortunately, we didn't get everything we needed. So we won't force the Nemesis out of next round as well. That was silence. That does Persistent did not resolve. Power 3 Unleash. Any player suffers 2 damage or discards 2 cards. So Unleash, so Gravehold is going to take 2, Myth heals 2. Gravehold goes down to 13. And then I can either take 2 or discard 2 cards. I think I'm just going to take the 2. Go down to 7. I know that I don't have any healing for myself, but going down to 7 is fine right now. And then, of course, Nemesis pulls up the card. When a power token is removed from this during the Nemesis turn, Smith gains 4 life. Immediately place a villager into play. Power 4, Gravehold suffers 4 damage and Unleash. So power 4 and a villager. Tiresias. So Viricia cares about Ramil. Tiresias cares about Kyria. Any player loses a charge. That is going to be annoying. Unfortunately, we only have 4 charges. We don't have the 6 charges that we need. So we can't stop the Nemesis from going. So Gravehold suffers 1. Oh yeah, that would be that. That's why it's at 7. So we lose a charge. Gravehold suffers 1. Myth gains 4. Myth goes up to 26. And Gravehold goes down to 12. and then flip up a Nemesis card. To discard, spend 8, power 2, unleash twice. The player with the lowest life suffers 4, and this can sever a player. This is not the killer player card that we faced. Okay, our turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should go to that, but also douse out one of the fires. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gravehold gains 1. Fires go down to 0. Myth goes down to 21. Don't forget that we get 2 money gems. And Theresia goes away because us losing charges on a constant basis, like if the Nemesis card is the one on the bottom, that's going to suck for us. I think I want to Lightbringer Spirit and destroy this spark. And I kind of also want to destroy one of these crystals, even though that means I can't really utilize it. I kind of want to just use it on both of these crystals, honestly, because I don't necessarily need to buy any more relics, but I do still kind of need a few more spells here and there. I do have a ton of spells. Then use this. Do I conjure up a new spell, or do I work on getting this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll buy... No, 1. I'll go up to 3, and I'll also conjure a spell up to here. There. So no more fires to wipe out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and then our turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So myth goes down to 17. It is really getting down there. You know what? Let's start prepping on to here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still say get 1 charge and conjure up 1 spell, and then 5. And then Nemesis turn. So Gravehold suffers 1. Myth gains, and this goes down to 1 as well. So Gravehold goes down by 1. Myth gains 4 up to 21. Reduce by 1 all damage dealt to villagers. Immediately place a villager into play. Power 3, unleash twice. We're not necessarily even hurting the villagers, so... Yeah, imagine you get like a mage card for every villager who hadn't been killed during playing this. I have 5 total location on that. It's fine, it's fine. And then... go to our turn, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, straight to Myth. Straight to Myth's face. Down to 16. And then I can definitely... Okay. Prep these 2 to here. Use a Star Glass to destroy... No, use a Lightbringer Staff to destroy that. Star Glass to get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the deck. Our last turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 Myth's face. Again. Down to 10. Get 2 money tokens. Prep spell. Conjure a spell. Conjure a spell. Conjure up a couple of spells. And then I have an extra 2 money tokens, so I have 4 total, so I'm definitely going to remember to go up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to get shuffled, but then I'm going to use my power and actually stop the Nemesis from going again. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of that Nemesis card, and let's take 3 turns in a row. That's probably going to be enough to kill Myth, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to Myth's face. Down to 3. gosh. Prep. Kind of want to just destroy both of these cards in my hand. Okay, fine. No. Destroy the spark. Use the glass to go up to 1 charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because that was our turn. And then it's our turn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kill myth. The golden mask falls from the sky, clattering to a rough landing on the forest floor. Its chains go slack, the metallic sheen fading from them as they corrode away into nothing before the mage's very eyes. As the chains dissolve, the people they once restrained begin to slowly blink awake, rising to sitting and coming to terms with their surroundings. The mages go around helping the victims up and fetching water, making sure everything is all right. Is my mother here yet? Tarkin asks, pulling Zaxos aside. Zaxos shakes his head and shades his eyes against the blinding sun beating down on them. We'll be ready for when she arrives, whatever needs to be done. Are you willing to stand against Brahma again? Tarquin lowers his shield to the ground and leans against it. What happened to regretting your actions from the past? I regret many of my actions, but the simple act of trying to learn more about my world, that I do not and will never regret. Zaxos turns to face the woods to the north, as if Sahana might walk out of them any second. I think it's finally time we all join together to fight for what we believe in. On your first game versus the Paradox of Myth, your group gains 4 experience per player, otherwise gains 2. Whatever. Either way, don't spend this experience yet. Record the results of the game on the back, whatever. Write the number of fires in the Aeon location on the map. None. Then discard all fire tokens. You play this game twice, write the higher number of fires. Still none. You severed. Get the thing. Bash the Paradox of Myth. Turn all market cards, enhanced breaches, starter cards, mage mats, enhanced starter cards, and enhancement stickers to the Ace Barracks. Banish all basic and upgrade basic nemesis cards. Save any unspent experience cards in the Ace Barracks. Be ready to begin the final game. Read section 76. Once again, I think that would be fine to be safe for next time I do one of these recording sessions. Let me just write down everything that we did here, though, first. So we were at Azer. Okay? Right. So we are affiliated with Azer. Nemesis was the myth. Passage number at the beginning, I don't remember. Location was Azer. Result, win. Number of fires, 0. Passage number red was at 16. So now it's the final rounds, which I'm pretty sure is going to pit both sides against each other somehow. I don't know how. I'm looking forward to seeing what this all does, but that'll be the next time I do this. So, look forward to next week. I'm probably going to be doing it in a couple of days, but look forward to next week. If you feel like you can't wait for a week, here's a cat.